It's a Manchu. Welcome to Minecraft, Bedrock versus Java, where I play through both versions of the game and compare them. Last time I made a farm for Honeycomb and honey, and I came up with a design that works in Bedrock Edition and in Java Edition. But before I did that, I had tested out some alternative methods, and I think I should, mention it. I'm here in my Java creative testbed world, where I kind of test things out. This is something that I tried, and it didn't work. Where you have, for collecting honey, the dispenser is full of glass bottles and nothing else, and it has every space full of glass bottles, and then just a hopper underneath the hive feeding into this chest to collect the honey bottles. I tested that and it didn't work, but I tested it in my Bedrock Edition creative testbed world, and it didn't work. I didn't even try it in Java Edition. I assumed it wouldn't work, but actually it does. So this method will work, and I don't have to have a sorter in the bottom of it. And over here, I have the collection system for Honeycomb instead. So we got shears in this dispenser and the observer here, so it's the same setup there. But I have simply a hopper minecart directly underneath the hive, and a hopper under the hopper minecart feeding into this chest to collect the honeycomb. And again, this is something that doesn't work in Bedrock Edition. I tested this kind of setup in Bedrock Edition just to see, various kinds of methods with hoppers, if it would work, and it didn't. But it does work in Java Edition, and so it's a simpler system. It's a little more elegant. In hindsight, had I known, maybe I could have built the Java Edition version of the farm differently, or maybe not, because I came up with a design that works in both versions. That's probably for the best. I didn't realize until after I put the video out that there is actually another way to do it in Java Edition, and maybe a better way. Now, on to the stuff I have planned for today. Okay, still in the Java Edition world, not the testbed, but the actual Java Edition world, and I am at world spawn right now. Why am I here? Well, I want to make a shortcut through the nether to get from here to my home base. Every block you travel in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. It's the equivalent of 8 blocks in the overworld. So this is, at least 1,000 blocks away from my home base. So it'd be nice to have a shortcut from here to there. To do that, I'm going to make a nether portal right here. Let's see. The portal won't be anything fancy because I don't have a heck of a lot of obsidian right now. I hate making these minimalist portals, but it'll have to do. Alright. Now make a note of where this spot is. It's at minus 33.1. More or less. Alright, and I'll light it up. But I'm not going to go through that. Nope. I'm going to go back to my home base now through the overworld, not through the nether, and go into the nether from my home base. Alright, now back at the home base. How far away is it? It's about 1,000-ish blocks away, so that's pretty far. Took a while to get back here through the overworld, but it'll be worth it. Let me just grab this golden helmet and put that one away. And let's go into the nether here. Whew, it's been a while since I've been here. In fact, it's been so long, I kind of forget what the terrain was out here and where I need to go. Alright, so I need to build a road from here to where world spawn is, and where I built the portal specifically. And I'm going to build a tunnel through the bottom of the world to get there. I should have built something that goes... where is it? Ah, over here. I don't know how I missed it. Right over here. Okay, torch there or something. Yeah, so there's a huge lava lake here. This place I spawned in is kind of an island floating above this ocean of lava, mostly above the ocean. So in order to get down here, I used a fire resistance potion that I got from one of the piglins, bartering with them. Long enough to make these glass pillars to block off the lava lake and get me down below. And this takes me down to what level I'm at. Y12, that seems pretty good. I think that's about where I want to be. Coordinates I built the portal at was minus 33, 1. So that would be minus 4, 0-ish. Roughly this direction, kind of. I don't know what the heck's out here. I don't remember digging this, but I can see that I ran into some trouble here. Let's see if I can clean this lava up. I may not be able to, but we'll see. Previously, when I built roads through the nether, I'd build them up high near the bedrock ceiling rather than down low. The advantage to building it down low is I'm not going to wind up falling some great distance while I'm digging. It's not far for me to fall here. The other advantage is this is a good area to mine for ancient debris as well. So while I'm tunneling, I might run across some. The disadvantage is I might run into pockets of lava like this, especially in Java Edition. It seems to be more prevalent to find large pockets of lava like this in Java Edition. I've tried to clean it out, but not succeeded. So let's try cutting this way. And what do you know, as I'm digging this tunnel? Ancient debris. Just dig around a little bit further around here. Make sure it was just a vein of 1. It looks like it was. Okay. I dug this out already? I didn't realize I already done a tunnel down here. Man, it's been so long since I've been in Nether, I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, this is about the origin of the world, so this is about the good point to build a portal. I picked up some more obsidian on my way. So, let's see. Can't believe I already dug a tunnel here. Oh well. I dug another one. As unnecessary as that was. Alright. So now that I've placed this portal at roughly the same coordinates, and it wasn't too hard to do the math because essentially I'm near 0, 0 at world spawn anyway, so it wasn't hard to do. Now I'll light this portal up, and now I can go through it, and it should link up to the portal I've already built. There we go. Now, maybe that seems silly to build the portals on both ends and light them before I go through. There's a reason I did that. Since I'm building the road network, I'm going to make a network of roads linking different portals to the overworld near the bottom of the nether. If I had gone through this portal here in the overworld before I'd gone to the nether and built the portal, and there wasn't a portal there already, it would have tried to generate a portal at near the same equivalent coordinates at about the same Y level. And I'm at about Y64, Y70 here. So that would have put me in a portal about the middle of the nether in height, where I want to be now near the bottom of the nether. And it would have been tricky for me to dig down to the bottom. I might have had to dig through a lava lake to get there. Similarly, if I had built the portal in the nether first and gone through without building this portal first, I'd be down around Y12. It would have tried to make a portal for me near Y12. So if there's any caves under here, I could end it up underground. And I got another ancient debris in the process. All right, let me just quickly go back this way and see how much quicker it is for me to get back. Let's see. It's down this way. I can't believe I already made a tunnel. So now I have a second tunnel. That's just going to be confusing. Oh wow, in the process of making this tunnel, I found more ancient debris and just left it here to pick up later. So that's another ancient debris. And I already even made a sign this way to Spawn World. How long has it been since I've been in the Nether? I don't remember doing this, but apparently I did it. There. I'll make the sign glowy so it's a little easier to see. That will save me a bunch of time if I ever end up at world spawn again and need to get back quickly. Alright. Now I just need to go into the Bedrock Edition world and link a portal the same way. And now I'm in the Bedrock Edition world near world spawn once again. It's a similar kind of process. I'm going to go in here. You see I've already made the portal inside my little shelter. I could make note of the coordinates, but I'm not going to, because I'm not going to need to. Let me light that portal up. And I hear some zombies out there. Let me just take a nap. Then I will head back to my home base and go to the nether from there. Same deal. Well, on my way back, I found a bunch of things. I found a parrot on the new verses. So I now I have Bedrock, Java, and verses. Perfect. So I found a ferret, but I also found a bunch of spiders and a creeper and some zombies and even a witch. So it'd be nice to have a shortcut through the nether so I don't have to deal with that. Alright, the only difference here, the terrain obviously looks a little different, but I should have dug myself a tunnel. Was it here? It's probably here. Going down to about Y12. Oh, hey. More ancient debris. I've been waiting to pick this up, but I do remember seeing that. Okay. That was pretty high up, too, actually. And more ancient debris. Excellent. Alright, looking around, I haven't dug any tunnels yet. Let me grab the map of world spawn. Rather than doing the math, which shouldn't be hard anyway, you can see that there's a red arrow on the map. And it still has the pointer. It's still working. I can use that to guide me to where I need to go. So if I tunnel... Actually, maybe more north than east. Tunnel this way. This should get me there. You can see how quickly I'm moving. Because every block I travel here is 8 blocks in the overworld. This is a trick that won't work in Java Edition. In Java Edition, the pointer on the map of the overworld will lock in place of wherever it was when you enter the nether. So you can't use this trick. And this is one of those mysteries of, I don't know if this works as intended or if this is a bug in Bedrock, I don't know. But I will take advantage of it. And look at that, more ancient debris. I've heard some people say you can find veins of 4 ancient debris. I don't think that's true. I think they come in veins of up to 3. More ancient debris. Look at that. Wow. There we go. You can see the arrow moving, so I'm right around the corner. So I think that spot is where I want to put it. All right. Let's light this up. And this should, again, put me back there. Perfect. All right, let me go back into the nether to do the other thing I want to do today. And you've probably already guessed what that other thing I want to do today is. I want to mine for ancient debris. One method for doing that is to just branch mine. This, in theory, at Y11, where I am now, is not the ideal place to mine for ancient debris if I'm going to just branch mine like this. It's better to be at Y15. I believe that's the optimal level. There are typically 2 veins of ancient debris in each chunk of the world. One between Y8 and 122, and the other one between Y8 and Y119. It's always surrounded by other blocks, the veins of ancient debris. And that just works out to mean that it's best to mine for it deep down in the world. Through the digging out so far and branch mining, I've already found 7 ancient debris. In the Bedrock Edition world, not quite as much in the Java Edition world. Okay. There. That should make it obvious what's over that way. Alright. Now, to mine for ancient debris, I could continue to branch mine, but if I did so, I'd want to be at Y15. I think instead, what I'm going to do is mine using something explosive. I don't have TNT, so I'll use the next best thing. I'm going to use beds. If you try to use beds in the nether, they explode, and I can use that to my advantage here. This isn't the best way to do it. I mean, some might even say that branch mining is better. I don't know about that. But mining with TNT would definitely be better, because mining with TNT is less messy. Holy... Well... I want to say that branch mining isn't as good. It just seems like branch mining is more tedious. But man, I found a lot of ancient debris just branch mining so far. But I think for now I will focus on not branch mining, but mining with beds. I am right now at Y12. Some might argue that Y15 would be ideal for that. So I'd want my feet at Y14 and then take a side passage. Wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm not too close to here because I don't want to blast into this chamber. He blocks out is probably good. And I'll dig a side passage here and place a bed there. And the bed will be at Y13. The argument for not making it higher up is I don't want to break into a lava lake. You know, that would really be messy. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't bring a shield with me because I think I can block with a shield in Bedrock Edition. I definitely can't in Java Edition. But it should be fine. I got good armor. I took it. And there's ancient debris already. This might work out pretty well. And let me just grab that lava source. Put it there out of the way. Mining with TNT, I could be a safe distance before I set off the TNT. And it doesn't make all these fires. Beds are very messy. And there is 3 ancient debris there. I haven't given much thought about how much ancient debris I'm shooting to get. I brought 3 stacks of wool. But we'll see how long I go before I get bored with it. I'd like to get through at least a stack of wool to make beds with. Well, I won't find a lot of large deposits of lava in Bedrock Edition. What I am going to find is some caves that even go down to bedrock in some places. That's not really good because ancient debris only generates surrounded by other blocks. So an open cave like that, you're not going to find any ancient debris in it. It's an interesting feature of Bedrock Edition. I haven't seen this in Java Edition, but when I break some blocks with explosives, I can get experience orbs from that. In Java Edition, I do not get those experience orbs. It is a good idea to mine around the single pieces that you find, because you might find a full 3 ancient debris vein. Well, I've burned through 3 stacks of wool, which I foolishly made different colors of wool. I could have brought all the same color of wool, so I wouldn't have had 3 pieces of wool left over, but whatever. That's one less bed that I could have. But essentially 3 stacks of wool to make 63 beds that I blew up. And what did I get from that? Well, this is the big prize, 38 ancient debris. That's enough to make 9 netherite ingots. That's pretty good. It will be enough in any case. More than 2 stacks of nether gold ore. That's pretty good. And a little bit of quartz, a little bit of gravel. I wonder if I should try branch mining too. I guess I could. Wouldn't hurt anything too. I found a piece. Okay, well, I did some branch mining. I decided, what the heck, before I leave, I'll just do a little branch mining. And wore down my pick to a nub. I probably mined, good 1,600 blocks anyway. It took me about a quarter of the time it took me to go through those 3 stacks of beds for bed mining. And how much did I get? Well, let's see. Compared to what I got from bed mining in a quarter of the time, yeah, you know what? Branch mining is not a terrible idea. It actually gave me pretty good results. So everything in that row was done in a quarter of the time that I did all the other stuff above that. I'm beginning to wonder. Maybe I shouldn't bother to bed mine at all. Just branch mine. Go to Y15, mine a straight line, get all the ancient debris you find. Maybe that's better. I don't know. It's not a very scientific analysis yet, but it is definitely an effective method. But between the bed mining and the branch mining, I have now 53 ancient debris. That's a good, healthy amount. I think that'll do me for now. Let's go to Java Edition to see what I can get there. And now in the Java Edition world in the Nether, I will try to get ancient debris here. I have brought with me a lot more wool, and actually 3 stacks of the same color, so that'll work out a little better. I'm going to try to see how well it compares, although it's not going to give me 100% accurate representation because you could chalk it up to luck. But I'm going to use the same number of beds I did in Bedrock Edition World and see how much ancient debris I get that way. And I'll also do some branch mining here and see how successful that is. The last time I did this, I had much better success in the Bedrock Edition World than I did in the Java Edition World. We'll see how it works out this time. I think right now I'm at Y12. I think I'm going to go up to Y13 and make the branch tunnel here at Y13 and then dig out side passages 1 block up. So I'm placing the beds at Y14. That's 1 block higher than I did in Bedrock Edition. Let's see how this works out. Didn't get ancient debris in the first try. It's a little difficult to describe with fires, but in Bedrock Edition, I could put out fires by left-clicking on them if there's a solid block behind them, and it, just doing this action would put it out in Bedrock Edition. In Java Edition, I have to aim at the base of the flame to put it out. It makes it a little harder to put out these fires. Yeah, this is something you just don't see in Bedrock Edition. Huge lakes of lava this deep in the Nether. There's just no cleaning that up. There is no cleaning that up. No way. Oh. Well, that sucked. I'd like to stop being on fire now. Can I not be on fire? Thank you. Hey! I finally found some! This feels about on par with the last time I did this. Taking forever to get any ancient debris. So far, I feel like I'm having limited success here. I decided because I'm getting so much lava that I'm going to go to actually branch out at Y12 and place the beds at Y13 instead of placing the beds at Y14, because it's just getting too much lava to deal with. So maybe that is the optimal level. But if there's another trick I can try, I don't know if this is going to help, but in Java Edition I can use the F3G, and that will show me chunk borders. And if I mine like along here, along a chunk border, maybe I'll have better success. I'll try it anyway. So the way I'm doing this, here I'm at Y12, and I'm going to dig out from this spot 9 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 9. And then I'm going to put a block of blackstone here, so I know this is the right spot. Branch out 1 block up, so that's at Y13. Place a bed and use it. And sometimes I catch fire. It's fine. It's fine. I'm standing on the blackstone. I can dig out the other direction. Place a bed. Set it off. And try not to catch fire. I'll put a torch on that blackstone. And that should provide a decent amount of light to spawn-proof most of the area. Now, over the course of mining, my helmet, which I did put munding on, it's been pretty badly damaged. And I was kind of worried about that happening. I'm going to put the Silk Touch pick in my offhand and use Lucky, the Fortune pick. I've been collecting a lot of these blocks for this purpose, so I can get some experience, because these quartz blocks, when you break them, do give you a significant amount of experience. In Bedrock Edition, I had to use other means to repair my tools, because I can't put them in my offhand like that. Alright. Silk Touch pick is fully repaired, helmet and armor is fully repaired. Much better. It's yet another use of putting things in your offhand that you can't do in Bedrock Edition. Alright, it felt like it took longer. I don't know if it actually did take longer than Bedrock Edition, but there's like so much lava in the way. I ran across a basalt delta with a lot of blackstone and basalt that has bigger blast resistance, which I don't want to dig through. Just a lot of obstacles to get around in Java Edition that I don't have in Bedrock Edition. But I blew up the same number of beds, +1, in Java Edition, and this is what I got. I actually got 50% more ancient debris in Bedrock Edition than in Java Edition. That seems consistent with the last time I had a Java Edition world and Bedrock Edition world and I did this mining. Why it would be different, I don't know. As far as I know, the way in which ancient debris is distributed and the way it's generated should be the same in Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. The same number of veins generating the same areas. So why would I get different numbers? I don't know. I'm not sure. It could still be luck. I'm starting to think maybe not. But now I think I'll do a little bit of branch mining at Y15 and see if I have any better luck that way. Alright, I'm currently at Y12. I get to Y15. Y15. Alright. Start mining. Hey, finally found some. Low. Shoot! Oh! Alright, you can see that I've worn down this pick quite a bit. It took me a little longer to wear it down this much in Java Edition than it did to do it in Bedrock Edition, mainly because there's a lot of pockets of lava in the Java Edition world, and I had to dig around a lot of things. So that slowed me down. I couldn't dig in a straight line the whole way. But here are the results. Bottom two rows are stuff that I got just branch mining at Y15. Everything above that, except for the wood and the wool, is stuff that I got from 3 stacks of wool, making it into 64 beds and bed mining with it. For sure, that's a lot less ancient debris than I got in Bedrock Edition. I think I got like 50% more in Bedrock Edition, maybe even more than that. Although I did get an awful lot of gold. That's a good thing. But that combined amount of ancient debris probably isn't as much as I want, as much as I need. I'm probably going to have to do some more mining in some form. I'm leaning towards doing more bed mining. Because in Java Edition I can't mine in a straight line, there's just stuff that gets in the way. I think I'd be better off doing bed mining. And that's fine because I did bring extra wool, so I could do a little bit more and hopefully get closer to a stack of ancient debris. So there's a little bit more grind ahead for me, and I'll come back when it's done and do something with all this ancient debris that I'm mining. So after a total of 125 beds that I used for bed mining and branch mining until my pick ran out of durability, I got 55 ancient debris. I got 53 ancient debris in Bedrock Edition with just 63 beds and the same amount of branch mining. So that's a significant difference. And I'm just going to start smelting this stuff. I'm going to get that going. I need to smelt that into... I'll take that bucket back. Netherite scrap. And once all that's done and I get the gold smelted as well, I can convert that into netherite ingots. The last time I did a Bedrock world and a Java world side by side in the last series I did, it was the 1.17 version of Minecraft. Now we're in 1.18. And then I got similar results. I got about 50% more ancient debris mining in Bedrock than in Java, using the same techniques. So that leads me to conclude that, yeah, definitely there is a difference, a significant difference in the amount of ancient debris that you find. Why, I don't know. As far as I know, the way ancient debris generates and where it generates is the same in both versions, so I can't really explain why there would be this difference. And I have a lot more gold to smelt, but that's going to be enough for now. Let's collect that. And then I can put 4 netherite scrap in any pattern I feel like, it doesn't really matter how. And 4 gold ingots together makes a netherite ingot. While I'm at it, make a bunch more. Now I can take those netherite ingots in this conveniently located toolsmith bench and put any diamond gear in combined with a netherite ingot. Makes a netherite tool, netherite pickaxe. Upgrading this gear to netherite gives it better durability. As you can see, the difference in durability. Max durability 1561. Here, max durability 2031. Significant increase. The sword will do more damage. 10 attack damage. 11 attack damage. Armor will give me more protection. Although in Bedrock Edition, it doesn't improve the protection, like, at all. Although it does in Java Edition. It's kind of weird. But the Bedrock Edition diamond armor is already really exceptionally good. Like, significantly better than Java Edition. And the Serious Dedication Advancement for getting a netherite hoe. And why not? With 4 netherite ingots to spare. Of course, I need to also upgrade the diamond helmet, which I don't have with me. I left that in the overworld. And I will go get that in a little bit. I think I'll borrow your toolsmith table. And there's an advancement for having full netherite gear. All my tools upgraded to netherite. And I have some netherite ingots to spare even. 3 extra netherite ingots left over. I might find some use for those. I don't know. Now that I'm all upgraded with netherite gear, I think there's one more thing I'd like to take care of today. Since I've been in the nether for quite a while now doing mining, it's been a number of days, and spending more than 3 days without sleeping means there's a chance that I might start to see phantoms. And I want to see phantoms, because I want to get my hands on phantom membrane. And that's probably the best way to do it. Let me head out here and see if I can find any. See if any phantoms show up. I'm not seeing any right now. It looks like the sun's coming up, and no phantoms yet. There's 2 ways to get phantom membrane. One is from killing a phantom. The other way is if you have a cat friend and you let it roam freely at night when you sleep, it can leave you a gift in the morning. And one of the gifts it leaves is phantom membrane. Theoretically, potentially. But I don't have any cat friends, so I'm just going to have to do it by killing phantoms, which I am unfortunately not going to be able to do right now. Alright, while I wait, let me just show you a time-lapse of something I built in my free time. Yeah, so it's kind of a monumental task, but over time I want to build up the area around this lake, on all the hills around the lake. And I want to have kind of a ring of buildings on the hills around this lake, and kind of a city surrounding it. It's a bit of a monumental task, but I'll work on it one building at a time. There they are. Okay. I do want the benefit of looting, but I gotta be careful. I can't just spam attacks in Java Edition. Come at me. Aha! Ha ha! I've got it. I might as well stay up here till morning. Maybe I'll get more phantoms. But 1 phantom membrane is probably all I'm gonna need. At least I hope it's all I'm gonna need. Still lots of time for more phantoms. I hear some. Here they come. Have at you. Now we're talking. Got lots of phantom membrane now. Oh, 3 more, huh? With all this prop 4 netherite armor, I'm 9 invincible though. And another nice thing about the netherite is I get reduced knockback from attacks, so I'm not too worried about them knocking me off the platform either. Just gotta stay centered. If I didn't have decent armor, these phantoms would be dangerous, but yeah, they're not really a threat to me right now. Well, I had to wait an extra night for phantoms to show up, but when they showed up, I got lots of phantom membrane now, which is excellent. I'll be using that in a future video, but maybe not next time, but very soon. It's getting close to the point where I'm going to actually have a need for this phantom membrane. Anyway, if you made it this far in this video, you must have liked what you saw, so click on the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Now I have to decide what to do next. Am I going to make use of this phantom membrane, or all that tons of gold that I got while I was mining for ancient debris? We'll find out next time on Amon Chooses Minecraft Java vs. Bedrock.